Sony sent over this 14mm f1.8 for me to check out. Thank you very much, Sony. We're gonna do some tests. I actually have a real estate shoot later on today for a client, so I'm gonna be bringing this bad boy along. That's what we're gonna shoot it with. We're gonna see if it's any good for real estate properties. And then just for a little bit, we're gonna compare it to this very, very inexpensive competitor, the 14mm Samyang f2.8, which was extremely affordable. I got this used for like $320 or something. And this has autofocus and it does a pretty good job. So we'll see how they compare, one being at a budget price point and the other one being at a premium price. I gotta give it to Sony though. I mean, this camera definitely isn't flush. It'd probably be like that. For 14mm, this seems like it should have a little bit more distortion than it does. If you're filming yourself, you always get a little thinner in the face and longer, but as long as you stay right in the middle, see, I'm trying to do the thing where your head's supposed to stay still in one spot, but your shoulders move around, but your head don't. This is like learning how to use a gimbal for the first time. Damn it, my head keeps moving. All right, I gotta head out and meet this client for the shoot right now. I don't wanna be late, so let's see what this lens could do at a real estate property. What do you guys think? Let's go completely. And one thing I did notice is that the Samyang 14mm is slightly wider. Actually, somewhat noticeably wider than the Sony 14mm. I don't know who's off. It's probably Samyang, but I got no problem with that. Maybe it's really a 13mm. So instead of doing a normal vlogging test, I figure since we have a nice fast aperture on this lens of f1.8, let me wait until the sun goes down and it gets dark and we could do a nice little night vlog. Check everything out. I mean, right here, we're only at ISO 800 and it's about approaching 8:30 p.m. at night. It's not super dark, but it's getting there. A lot darker than it looks on this screen. Man, I'm falling in love with this lens. The more I use it, I'm falling in love with it. I have to make some decisions here. Do I steal it or do I buy it? God, why couldn't this just be a 15mm with a filtered thread? I love my filter threads. I need ND filters in my life. Now, this lens isn't stabilized. Typically, when you have a super wide lens, I find that you don't really need the stabilization. Plus, I think Sony's active steady shot does a well enough job for me to not really complain about Sony stabilization. To tell you the truth, vlogging at nighttime is actually pretty nice. It's cool. It's nice and cool out. It's not like hot and sticky, so the bugs aren't all over me. There's nobody around to bother me. Some nice ambient noise. Ambient. Both of them. I have no complaints really about this lens, to be honest with you. My one complaint is that it doesn't have a filter thread. I mean, and it's common. I don't know of any 14 mils that have a filter thread, to be honest with you. I don't know of not one. Correct me if I'm wrong down below. Boom. 12,800, look at that. Cleaned right up. Now, of course, you do have other competition for this lens out there. I mean, Sony itself has a 12 to 24, which is crazy expensive. You have the Sigma 14 to 24, which is a good lens. Constant aperture of f2.8, but it's heavy. It's a heavy, thick, solid, just solid lens. And we also have the Samyang 14mm f2.8, which I think is the runner-up, to be honest with you. At that price point and that performance, I think it's a great looking lens, and yeah, I think it's a steal. I think it's priced right at $1,600 considering the sharpness, the size, lightweight, the fast aperture. There really isn't much competition out there for this lens. However, I think that this 14mm Samyang f2.8 is one of the best value lenses that you might ever see. But if you want the best 14mm maybe ever made, you're looking at it right here. You can own it. Sony makes it. You can have it. It can be yours. Thank you guys for checking out the new merch, supporting the channel. This is the Stay Focused shirt. This is a focus chart. Doubles as positive vibe that you're putting off at all times. And we have the Stay Balanced over there, and they ship right from the studio. They're already packaged up, ready to rock. Place your order, they'll be shipping out immediately. I have to give this lens back tomorrow. Don't want to give this back. I'm probably gonna miss this. I also have to give back the A1. And I give this bad boy back too. I'm sure they have insurance. The people at Sony, they have insurance, right? Like cover loss. Something gets lost, stolen.